Hello, my wrist-free lovelies. It's great to see you again. We've got another strong, flowy, hands and wrist-free vinyasa practice for you. If you have a wrist injury or hand injury, this one's for you. No weight in the hands at all. We are going to work strong in the legs, the hips, and the core. So if you're ready to get going, let's begin and work up some heat together. So we're going to start standing up. So coming to the front of your mat. Let's come into a comfortable standing position. You could have the feet together or hip distance apart, whatever floats your boat. But get a sense of the toes spreading and let the palms open forwards gently, gently, gently. As we begin our practice together, connecting into a smooth, slow breath. Have a sense of the heart being a little bit lifted, buoyant, the invitation for lightheartedness in the sacredness of the practice as well. As we begin, inhale, slowly lift the arms up overhead. Exhale, bring the palms into a fingertip prayer position, just at the heart, so just the fingertips touching. Let's do that again. Inhale, arms come up, fingertips delicately touch, gently drawing down through the center line. One more time, connecting to breath. Fingertips draw down. This time reach the arms forwards, gently spread the fingers. Sit back into a chair position just for a moment. Flirt with the idea of chair and come back up. Again, send the hips back, calm breath. Floating back up. One more time. We're going to start to move. So inhale, lift the arms. Exhale into a chair position, arms forwards. Shift weight into the right foot. Step the left foot back, back knee down on your mat. Inhale, arms rise towards the sky. And today let's circle the arms in an alternate pattern. Just starting to move the shoulders. Keep it feeling lovely and light, nice and free. Then as you breathe in, lift the arms. Press down through your front heel, feel the legs strong, and start to offer the hands forwards, lean forwards. Inhale, lift back up. Twice more. Exhale, lean forwards. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, lean forwards. This time, as you lift back up, tuck your back toes, lift the back knee off the floor, high lunge. Take the arms forwards. Big step forwards, left knee comes into the chest, pause. Take a breath here, find your balance. And then slowly step the leg back, go far back, high lunge. Lower the back knee down, kiss the earth with your kneecap, and then slowly rise, knee to chest. We're doing 5 of these. That's the first one done. Stepping back, knee slowly down. Forwards 4 done. Control it. 3. See if you keep your knee really steady, don't let it wobble. 4. Last one, knee down, lifting up, hold here. Take your arms out to the sides like wings. From here, cross your left ankle over your right knee and send the hips back. Fingertips just kind of drip down, let the wrists relax. One more breath here. And then slowly release, come to stand, mountain pose, palms by your sides. Inhale, arms lift. Second side, chair pose, arms forwards, exhaling. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, bend the knees, this time step the right foot back, back knee down. And kind of windmill arms. And start them moving. It's these initial movements heating the body a little bit. And that sense that the start of our practice is like sunrise. The heat of the sun rises slowly over the landscapes of your body. Breath full, arms rise. From here, press the front heel down, and as you exhale, offer the arms forwards. Inhale, lift the arms up. Twice more. Offer the arms forwards. You might feel the arms are starting to work. I do. A toning feeling. Arms lift up. Tuck your back toes and into your high lunge. Beautiful. Offer the arms forwards. Here we go. Knee to chest. Take a breath in. Wobble. Find your balance. Hold. Let the shoulders relax. And we're stepping back. High lunge. Slowly lower the back knee down. That's 5. And back. 4. And back. 3. And 2. And last one, knee down, lift up, knee to chest, hold, hover, open the arms like wings, fingertips drip down. This is crane from Tai Chi and qigong. Ankle over the knee now, figure 4, send your hips back, hold. Smooth the breath out. Let the jaw soften, neck release. And begin to step the feet to mountain pose. For a moment here, take the arms out to the sides, lift the arms up, and let your middle fingers face each other overhead, and slowly press the hands down through the center line of the body. Let's do that one more time. This is called clearing. It's also from qigong, a kind of Chinese movement, an energy practice that I teach. We'll do one more. That sense of bringing back a little equilibrium to the breath, balance to the heart rate, as we start to add on to that sequence. So from here, mountain pose. Inhale, arms lift. This time exhale, folding down, fingertips just touching the ground. Inhale, lift up into chair pose, arms parallel to the ground. Left foot back, back knee down. Inhale, reach the arms. Exhale, offer them forwards. Inhale, reach the arms, pause. Back toes are tucked. Take the arms forward, start to send the hips back just as far as feels good. You could even begin to lift the front toes. And then from here, high lunge, lift up, knee to chest, hold. Arms out, figure 4. Take a breath or two here. Stay with it. And then inhale, rise, step that left foot back into warrior 2. So take a big step, turn the back toes in slightly, arms out. Front knee above front ankle, strong legs, press the feet down. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, offer that right arm forwards. Reverse. This time both arms offer forwards, long spine. One more. Offer forwards, hold. Imagine you could pick up the sun in your hands. We're going to carry the sun to the back of the mat. Bend the knees, carry the sun across your mat, and start to switch the feet around so you find warrior 2. Reversing, same again. Palm like an offering to the sun. Dancing between earth and sky. Both arms this time. Reversing. Last time, press into the heels, pause here, catch the sun, and low and slow across your mat to the front. Warrior 2. Straighten your front leg for triangle pose. Initiate the pose by drawing your right hip back and reaching your right fingertips forwards like something's just out of reach. I always imagine grapes for some reason, like reaching for a bunch of grapes. I don't know why. From here, let the arm float down, but keep the hand floating. Arms spread, triangle. If you like those little details, imagine you could send your tailbone towards your back heel. So there's a slight support of the abdominal wall at the front. One more breath. From here, release warrior 2. Hands to your hips. Step your back foot forwards about a third of the way for pyramid pose. Square the hips and straighten the legs. As you inhale, lift the chest proudly. And as you exhale, bow the chest humbly, humble-hearted. Really draw your right hip back and think about going long rather than going low. One more full breath here. Inhale, arms lift. It's going to get a little bit spicy now. So warrior three, take the arms back, back leg lifts. Point that back foot and hold. If you like details, roll that back thigh inwards, square the hips to the ground. 4, 3, slight bend in your standing leg. 2, 1. We're moving into half moon. Start to turn the chest, keep that right hand off the floor if you can. Back heel presses away now, open the hips. Floating half moon. 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, crane. Bring the left knee into the chest. Stay in the air, arms wide. Hover, wobble. Step back in if you fell out. Cross the ankle over the knee, figure 4 squat. Arms coming wide, hips going back. Start to release. Mountain pose. Bring the feet together this time. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, fold forwards, fingertips to the ground. Inhale, lift up halfway. Pause. There's no weight in the hands. Fingertips are just resting. Shift the weight into the right foot. Bring your left heel to your left glutes. Flamingo fold. Curling in towards the knee. 5 or more breaths here. Stay calm, stay with it. Think about drawing your shoulders back away from your ears. Your back muscles will switch on and you don't really need the hands then. Replace the foot, bring the feet hip distance apart. And coming into a low squat, offer the arms forwards. Mop your brow if you are sweating like I am. Arms come forwards here. Now this is really tricky. Take the arms out for balance. And can you shift weight into the right foot? Maybe even step the left foot forwards a bit. And maybe even slide the foot forwards. Hold. You're on the ball of the right foot. And then bring it back in. And then switch sides. Sliding out. Kind of like a Cossack dancer if you know them. Right? One more time each side. See this time if you can hover the leg and you float the leg. Ooh, wobble, wobble, wobble. And then switch. And the other leg comes out. Maybe on the floor, maybe floating. Release. From here, chair pose. Heels down. And folding all the way down. Inhale to stand. Arms overhead. Palms gather. A little courage. A little power to the heart. Mountain pose. Inhale, second side, arms lift. Exhale, folding down. Lifting up halfway, chair pose. Pause here. Right foot steps back this time, back knee down on the floor. Arms lifting as you breathe in. Let's offer the arms forwards just once. Lengthen, reach. And coming back, tuck your back toes and start to send the hips back towards the heel. Maybe you come a little way, maybe you come a lot away, folding, hands free, and then come forwards, back knee off the floor, high lunge. Take a breath in, breath out, steady the front knee. Inhale, knee to chest, coming up. From here, crane. Figure 4 squat. Fingertips could join this time if that feels nice. And then release, warrior 2, right foot steps behind you, arms out. Staying in the flow, reversing. Left arm forwards. And reversing, exalted warrior. Both arms forwards, press your front heel down, feel the glutes. One more time. This time carrying the sun across your mat, low and slow. Warrior 2, back of your mat. Use the inhale to reverse. Right arm offers forwards like an offering and reaching back. Both arms reach forwards like an offering and back. Reaching for a lovely refreshing bunch of grapes. Reach forwards, hold, carry the sun across your mat. Kind of sumo style in the hips. Warrior 2, opening out. From here, straighten your front leg, triangle. Inhale to lengthen. Reach the fingertips and expand the arms. If you're wondering where to look, you could look down, you could look forward straight ahead. Some people like to look up. That can kind of make the neck feel a little bit uncomfortable though, so choose a position which feels strong and steady, but manageable. One more breath. Begin to release, fingertips to your hips. Step the back foot forwards a third of the way, pyramid pose. Left hip draws back, heart lifts. And then exhale, folding, heart reaching forwards. If you like mini micro details, imagine you could roll your front calf forwards to the big toe, so you're almost rolling the inner calf forwards. You might notice that takes your hip back a little bit. Okay, inhale, lift the arms. Here we go. It's the really strong bit. Warrior 3, back leg lifts. Find your commitment to the pose. Point the back foot, level the hips. 5, 4, 3. If you're wobbling, do not worry. It takes time, right? 2, 1. Start to find half moon. Little bend in your left knee. Really tricky. Open out, expand, hold for 5, 4, 3. Press through your right heel. 2, 1. Come into crane, knee into the chest. Control the transition. Arms wide. Figure 4 squat. Fingertips join very briefly. And then release. Step the feet together. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, bowing to the earth. Fingertips down. Lift up halfway. Pause here. Shift the weight into the left foot. Flamingo, second side. Right heel comes in. No weight in the hands. Squeeze the knees in. Think of it a bit like a sit-up. So really curl in. Use your abs. Holding here. Shoulders back. I caught myself then. And then release the foot down. And inhale all the way up to stand. Palms or fingertips join down through center line. Let's clear again. Step the feet about shoulder width apart, palms out. And arms gather any excess heat or sweat. Clear that out. This is when, as a teacher, when I'm teaching this, I try to strategically wipe my face as I bring my hands down. So clear, let go of the things which are weighing you down. There we go. The things you no longer need. And one more time, smoothing the breath out, calming things down. From here, feet hip distance apart at the front of your mat. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, fold all the way down. Lift up halfway, start to bend your knees, lift your heels into that little squat thing again. Arms forwards, this time starting on the left foot. Shift weight into the left foot. Option to slide the right foot forwards. Slowly bring it back, shift. This is super tough. It's really, really helpful for building strength in the ankles, coordination. Functional movement, right? For longevity. And now this time, start to send your hips back. And we're going to sit down elegantly, or not, as the case may be. Straighten your legs out in front of you. For a moment, sit really tall. Roll your shoulders back and down. We're going to slide the heels in, squeeze the knees together, and supporting maybe gently behind the thighs. Rather than gripping and straining your wrists, just that gentle support. Squeeze the knees together. Option 1, breathe here. Option 2, float the arms forwards, boat pose. Option 3, straighten the legs, keep the feet together for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly curl down, take a big stretch out. Walk your feet back in. From here, take your elbows either side of your body on the ground and squeeze them in. Have the fingertips reaching upwards. Feet hip distance apart for a glute bridge. Press through the heels, tuck your tailbone under, hold. You have the option to breathe here or to begin to lift the left knee, bend the knee, float the foot, curl the tailbone under. Option to lower the hips down for 5 and up, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold and switch sides. Lifting the knee up, press through the left heel. Option to breathe here, tuck the tailbone under, really scoop under, feel your glutes strong, and down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release, take a big long stretch out. From here, listen carefully. Take your arms forwards, reach your fingertips in the direction of your feet. Slowly curl your chin and chest off the floor. Squeeze the legs together here, and you know what's coming. Press your lower back down. Option to lift the feet up at a diagonal, squeeze the feet together, hold. You might feel the body shaking a little bit. Really press your lower back down. Now either staying here or beginning to rock forwards and back like a boat. See if you can keep the spine rounded. And rather than slamming the heels down into the floor, see if you can keep it in that same shape. 3, 4, 2, forgot how hard this was. And 1, hold here, begin to lift up into full boat pose. Either knees in or straightening the legs. 5, lift the chest up. 4, you've got this. 3, come on. 2, nearly there. 1, release, take a big stretch out. 1 more full breath. And exhale, begin to curl back up. From here, catch behind the knees, gently holding. Bring the legs up. We're going to roll back, curl through the spine, and see if you can rock back up. Touch the toes down. Round the back, curl down, touch the toes. This time we're going to see if we can come onto the feet. So place both feet down, lift. Maybe use your fingertips if you need to. And low squat. Forward fold. Arms rise, coming to stand, mountain pose. Take a moment here, release the hands. Step the feet together. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, lift up halfway. Left foot steps back, back knee down. Crescent lunge, 1 breath in. Arms forwards, high lunge, back knee up. Same sequence as before. Knee to chest, hold. Figure 4, open the arms, crane. Coming back up. This time straight to your warrior 3. Reach the leg back, glide through space. Straight into your half moon. Gliding, open the hips, stack the hips. Stay with it. Back to your warrior 3, back leg long. Fingertips to the floor, standing split. So bend your right knee, really very little weight in the fingertips. Left leg rising. And now flamingo, bring the left knee towards the right knee. Option 1, breathe here. Option 2, it's the dreaded pistol squat. If you're taking the pistol squat with me, bring your left knee into your chest and scoop, feed the leg through. If you made it through, right heel on the floor, and if you're super strong, press down, stand up. You could use a wall or a bit of furniture if you need to. And then slowly coming back down if you made it up. If you made it up and down, come up 1 more time. It took me quite a while to get these, but just little bit by little bit you'll get there. Okay, feed the leg back through, standing split, nearly there. From your standing split, find crane, knee into chest, arms out, hold, 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 and release. Shake out that right foot. Just for a moment, let's clear. Arms wide, gathering down. Knees a little soft. Calming the breath. One more. From here, second side, feet together. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, folding, bowing to the earth. Lift up halfway. Right foot steps back, back knee down. Crescent lunge, breathing in. Offer the arms forwards, breathe out, back knee up. Stepping forwards, knee to chest, crane, and figure four. Releasing back into that crane position, warrior three, hinge. Really straighten the back leg. Think like a power line running through your spine. And half moon, turn the hips. Press the right heel away now. Flex that right foot. Back to warrior three. And fingertips down, standing split. Option to breathe here. Roll that top leg in. Or to start to bring the knee towards that flamingo fold, scoop in, pause. Maybe you're going to stay here, maybe this is as far as you go, or maybe you feed the leg through, pistol squat, fingertips very light. If you made it through, heel down, arms lift, option to stand, and lower back down. If you're wondering how you get up, I also wondered that for a while, but you will get stronger. Come up a second time if you're doing this. Last time down, feed the leg through, standing split. And for the last time, crane, knee comes up and in, arms wide, pause, hover, return home. Give the left leg some love, shake it out. Let's just clear once, arms wide. Long breath out. Let's take a moment, standing in mountain pose. Close the eyes, settle the breath. And sense the heart rate. And now from here, we're going to take a big step out with the left foot, coming into a wide-legged position. Check your heels are pretty much on the same line. And turn your toes out slightly. Start to drop and tuck your tailbone under just a little bit, teeny weeny little bit. Press your knees out as you bend them, dipping low. From here, arms rise. Fingertips join over the crown of your head, goddess pose, holding here. Keep your spine upright. You've got this. Optionally lift the heels off the floor and lower the hips. 5. Last little finisher for the glutes, 4. Heart lifted, 3. Invoking the power of a goddess or a deity, 2. 1. Heels down, arms wide. This time turn the toes in, keep the legs wide. Slowly fold forwards, bring your fingertips just to rest on the ground, like they're resting on water and you're trying not to make too many ripples. Slowly fold between the legs. Let the head sink. Think about lifting your tailbone, basically your bum, your butt lifted up. And now from here, start to come back up. Bring the fingertips into that little fingertip prayer position, nearly. And then from here, turn your toes, they're facing forwards. Bend one knee, come over to the side, send the hips back, and then switch. Sideways lunging. If it feels good, you could open the arms out like wings. One more time each side. This time you might get a little bit lower even. Come all the way back up, a little bit lower even. Come all the way back up, stand. Now step your feet together at the back of your mat. So you're going to be facing the back of your mat. Lift the arms, breathe in, and exhale, fold. Lift up halfway, chair pose. Lift the heels, start to lower down. We're going to have another elegant landing as we sit back and stretch the legs out in front of us. So from here, one last time, boat pose, knees together, hold. Option for the straight-legged version. Any of you who are doing this, I'm going to do it with you for support. Lift the legs for 5, 4, keep the shoulders nice and soft. 3, think of something nice. 2, not your hip flexors. 1, and lower all the way down, take a big stretch out. Empty your breath. You made it. So the reason you're facing the wrong direction on your mat right now is because we're going to roll over. So straighten your body out. You could bring your hands close to each other, a little bit like, I'm going to say like an eel. An eel isn't a particularly aspirational image. Maybe you like them. Something long and elegant, bamboo. And you're going to roll over to your left and onto your front without having to use the hands too much, hopefully. Okay, so bring your fingertips either side of your chest. Roll the shoulders back. Baby cobra. Fingertips tickling the ground. Press your hips down into your mat. Squeeze your glutes. Option 1, breathe here. Option 2, reach the arms back. Half locust. Or maybe even lifting the feet into full locust. See if you can keep the breath smooth and long. 3 more. Consciously engage your glutes, lift the legs. 2 and 1. Lower down and rest one side of your face on the backs of your hands. I quite like here to bend my knees and swish my knees side to side. Again, maybe more like a mermaid than an eel. And just swishing your tail. And then coming back to center, we're going to take that again with the option to take a hands-free bow pose. If that already feels like a lot in your back, stick with locust. Otherwise, press your hips down, come into locust with the option of bending the knees and bringing the heels in but not catching. Press your hips down, squeeze your glutes. 5, 4, heels in. 3, 2, 1. Again, lower down, face to the other side. Take a little rock with the hips. Invoking the image of cooling water. Okay, come back to center and just bring yourself onto your forearms. Keep your wrists feeling happy. We're going to come up onto the knees. And then coming into a kneeling position. If you need to pad your knees up with something, feel free. Towel, cushion. Knees hip distance apart, toes tucked. From here, reach your arms forwards. And could you strongly tuck your tailbone under, really tuck under, squeeze those glutes, give them a poke, make sure they're there. They should be after that sequence. And then from here, as you tuck under, begin to take the arms either side of your waist, palms forwards. So look down the front of your body. It should be a straight line pretty much. And still pressing into the toes. Start to sit back just a little bit. Tuck the tailbone, tuck the tailbone, tuck the tailbone. Keep going. Pause, hold. 5. Tuck your tailbone. 4. Squeeze the glutes. 3. Calm breath. 2. 1. Come forwards. Untuck your toes, sit back for a moment. From here, bring your left fingertips to the side of you, right arm by the ear. Just lean over to the left, barely touching the ground with my fingers. Little side bend. And let's come to the other side. From here, let's find our way around to sit. There's no more dynamic postures in this sequence, but there's some nice stretchy things coming up. So have a sit down, take your legs into a fairly wide V shape. probably about 70 or 80% of your max width. I like to roll my hard-working glutes back a little bit. That helps me sit tall. If it's hard to sit tall, you could bend the knees a little bit, maybe use the fingertips if that doesn't aggravate your wrists, to lift the chest. If you're sitting tall fairly easily, I'm going to invite you just very gently, tenderly, walk your hands down the legs, folding. Starting to take the chest forwards. You might even, if you've got lots of room, come onto the forearms, hands nice and relaxed. And if you're very open, very bendy, you might get quite low. But again, think about going long. Think about taking this area here, this beautiful area of the heart, blossoming like a lotus flower forwards, reaching towards the light. So you get all this length in the front of your body. And then eventually that might take you down. Maybe you'll get really low. You could even gently rest the hands on the ankles if you're this low. But it's not so much about getting low. If you feel a stretch in the backs of the legs, the inside of the thighs, the back maybe, great. It's about the sensation and the presence that we bring to the postures. It's not about the depth or the strength necessarily, but the way we inhabit the poses that is the yoga. So breathing calmly, staying present with yourself. From here, slowly come back up. Listen closely. Bend your right knee and bring that foot to the opposite thigh. I'm mirroring you here. Again, sit tall. Take your fingertips either side of the bent knee, so you kind of twist, and then right arm comes by the ear. And side bending over towards the left foot rather. And you could rest your elbow on your thigh, maybe even the floor if you're quite bendy. And if you've got loads of space, eventually fingertips could catch hold of the foot, gently, tickle, tickle, turn the chest. It's like you're trying to look at the ceiling underneath your arm, whether you're here, here, or maybe up here, it's all good. Space to breathe. Slowly return. Let's switch sides. Take the legs out, bend the other knee. Fingertips either side of the thigh, sitting tall. And then arching over, side bending, leaning. Again, use the elbow, the forearm if it's comfortable. Think about the heart going up and turning towards the sun. You know the way that flowers do? Some flowers, they turn, they follow the sun throughout the day. And the heart has that quality of blossoming open. Maybe going a little bit further if it feels good, but there's never any need to. It's only if it feels good and you want to go in that direction. Again, really inhabiting, really feel your breath. Sense if the jaw could soften, relax. And now coming back to center. So, once again, facing the front of your mat, we're going to curl all the way down. And let's just take a couple of closing twists. So, bring your right knee into your chest, straighten your left leg. Now, option to go from here, or you could even wrap the legs into eagle, right thigh on top. And then either way, we're going to take the legs over to the left, knees over to the left. Allow the arms to open out. You could even turn your head to look down the right arm, if that feels good. And then returning, hand switching. Just taking a moment here really to bring a little bit of space to the outer hip, the glutes, and then coming across the body, either in eagle or just with the left knee bent, looking down the left arm. Sense if the muscles of your face could soften. You could give the eyebrows a little wiggle and see if they could ungrip. And then coming back to center, and it's high time for a little short Shavasana. Let's come to lay down, palms resting, palms turned up either side of you. Let's take a breath in through the nose, out through your mouth. And again, inhale, really fill up, feel the body expand. As you exhale, feel the body settle down. Last one. Just spend a couple minutes here. And again, just sense into the muscles of your face. If the muscles around your eyes could soften. Maybe your jaw could ungrip slightly. And imagining that sends a wave of relaxation and release down through the neck and the shoulders. Arms super chilled, really relaxed. Your torso breathing very softly by itself. The pelvis. And the legs, just releasing and emptying any last bits of tension all the way to the feet. Even your little toes, they relax as well. And sensing into the afterglow of your practice, the way it makes you feel, what it brings to you, so that we know deeply why it is we practice. To live with more well-being, more connectedness to ourselves, to others, and to find more peace and space in life, amongst other things, right? We all have our own reasons. You're welcome to stay in Shavasana longer, where you might now join me to slowly stretch out and walk your feet in. It's nice to come up slowly, so you could roll over to one side. Just take a moment to rest here. And then in whatever way is comfortable for you, just coming up and coming to sit as we close. And so as we sit, and you might rest the hands at the heart if that feels good, or a fingertip prayer position. Let the heart be buoyant, lighthearted, and bowing head to heart in acknowledgement of the heart's wisdom. And with strength and kindness in equal measure, we close here. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Peace within, peace without, peace all around. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been a real pleasure to be with you again. I hope these videos are helpful. Do let me know if there's anything specifically you'd like me to include in upcoming videos. Leave me feedbacks below. I love it, and it would be great to hear from you. Until next time, enjoy your practice.